Well, hello, and welcome back to that thing we like to call Curless Mania, where we talk all things pop, rock, and
Prague.
thank you. I am so excited to have my daughter Madeline back on the channel.
Back on the
She's here
channel.
again. I've been wanting to have her back for quite a long time, and this is perfect because we're in Chicago this weekend for Labor Day, and what a beautiful day! It's actually turning into an awesome day.
It is. It's
It
beautiful.
kind of started out a little overcast, and now the sun just came out, so woof, really nice. So we decided to move outside for this one. So we're just hanging out.
Beautiful.
Yeah, right? We're just hanging.
Yeah.
We're just hanging.
And we're in the same room this time.
Yeah, so we've been trying to do this for a while, and it's like, let's just be in the same I'm bumping everything here. Be on the same camera and not be on Zoom and just hang out. So this is what we're doing today. So we have a couple things planned for today. Just a very chill episode, but one thing that I wanted to start with, since I'm wearing the shirt, is and Maddie and I already had discussed this a little bit, but the whole thing about I just read the news. It's all over my social media that Andy Summers and Stewart Copeland are suing Sting over Every Breath You Take, and it's kind of strange because it's like, wow, they're doing that now. I mean, when did Every Breath You Take come out? 1982, something like that.
I think so.
82 or 83. And I mean, that's an awfully long time ago, and suddenly now they're bringing a suit against Sting for writing. I think it's for writing credits. And I think it's more like Andy Summers, and then like Stewart's going along with it. Like I think
Yeah.
it's more Andy Summers based. I think he's the one that's really pursuing it. Um, he he's told this, and he told this story in his book.
Mm-hmm.
He's told this in many, many interviews. Like every interview he has, I swear to God, he tells this story about how like Every Breath You Take was like almost like a throwaway song when they were recording Synchronicity. It was sort of like this song that was like on the verge of getting thrown out because it wasn't that exciting. It was kind of it was so basic that it wasn't that exciting. And then Sting apparently said to Andy Summers, like, because they were having problems and they were fighting a lot during the making of that album too. Like they were fighting a ton, they're having problems, and this was kind of at the end of the record. And I guess Sting said like, just go in there and make it your own. Like he put
Yeah.
like a lot of pressure on him to like go in there and do something with this song and make it special. And so Andy was like, okay. So he took his guitar, took his Telecaster, went into this room and came up with this really cool guitar part. I mean,
Yeah.
it generally is very cool.
Yeah.
It's very Andy
Yeah.
Summers. It's a very cool part.
Cool part.
It's like this arpeggiated that and it really does make the song go. Like it's a really cool
Yeah.
part, and it's very Andy Summers. Like there's no question that that is like his style,
Yeah.
his signature thing, and it's like perfect. It's
Yeah.
perfect for the song. It's great. But he didn't get any writing credit, right? Sting did not give him writing credit at the time. But he talks about that all the time, so that must have been a big moment for him. That like, and then it became this massive hit. It became a
Yeah.
roaring massive
Yeah.
hit, right? So huge hit.
And it made a comeback with Stranger Things.
Yes, it was on Stranger Things. I think it was sampled by somebody, like a
Yeah.
rapper.
Yeah.
So like, Sting is making like crap loads of money on this
Yeah.
song, right? And that's another thing. Like when you see them doing their reunion in 2007 and they're rehearsing at Sting's house.
Yeah.
It's like this palatial mansion in like Italy somewhere. I mean, he's like got like vineyards in his backyard. I mean, he's like Sting is like filthy rich.
Yeah.
Right. The guy's
Yeah.
got so much money, and Every Breath You Take is a big chunk of that being rich. I mean, that song
Yeah.
made him rich.
Yeah.
And he's still, like you said, he's still getting money from like shows and samples,
Yeah.
and I mean that song just lives on.
Yeah.
So, I'm making this really long. I'm just trying to say that I think that Andy Summers, it's like something that's been bugging him for years. Like
Yeah.
I really like and whenever he talks about that story, he always says that song was on the verge of getting thrown away. Like that song, it was on the trash heap. Like it was ready to be like forget it. It's a B-side,
Yeah.
or don't put it on the album or whatever. It's not that great. Until he came up with that guitar
yeah.
part, and everyone went, "Yeah, that's it. That's the part. That made the song." In fact, I think he said at the end, everyone clapped because it was like he came up with this part out of nowhere, and
Yeah.
everyone was like, "That was it. That's it. That made the song." So I think that's just stuck with him for many, many, many years. That's the reason that song was special, was the guitar part that he came up with.
Yeah.
So, what's your take on this? We talked about this. Well, I've been talking too much. What's your take on this now? Based on all of that, Do you think that he should have gotten credit? Do you think that he got gypped? Do you think that it's a viable suit? Because this happens a lot. This isn't just the.
Yeah.
This has happened with other bands too. What do you think?
I mean, I'd be pissed if I were him.
Yeah.
That's for sure. I mean, like you said, you write the song. It's a B-side at best, and then you're the one who changes it. You're the one who makes it what it is, so that it's like generationally relevant.
Yes.
And you're not getting
You get
the
no
payoff
money
for
from it. You're getting no money.
You're getting the credit, kind of.
You got the
which
credit,
is great,
but
as
as the guitar player, that's it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So then it's like, I don't know. These things are tough because I'm kind of like, lawsuit. Like, really, you're gonna sue him
that many years later
in 2025?
yeah.
Like, I don't know. That part is a little like, I don't know how I feel about it. But I'm also like, I'm very pro getting your credit, getting your royalties. Like, I love when artists.
Right.
I'm just saying, when artists like re-record their songs, and this isn't just a Taylor Swift thing. Many artists have done this, but to kind of get away from their label and make sure they're making the money that they were kind of scammed out of the first time.
Right.
I think that's huge. So
yeah, that's another thing.
it would be kind of a slap in the face to be like, well, everyone else that's doing it is fine, but you, like, because you're, I wouldn't say irrelevant, but like, you're not as like, it's not a Taylor Swift cultural phenomenon of like, oh, she's re-recording, so now everyone loves her. It's like kind of this thing. And also I think so many people love Sting that it's like almost people are kind of defending him in some way, where it's like, oh, well, don't, like, that's your bandmate, man. Like,
yeah,
why
like, what are
would
you doing?
Like, people don't want to see that. People think
no,
there's a lot of like, everyone loves to imagine that the bands that they love, they're all best friends and they're all chums and they love each other.
Right.
And,
it's like their parents divorcing.
yeah,
like,
exactly.
You don't want them to.
So nobody wants to see that, the reality of like, okay, maybe they're not besties.
Yeah. It's like when the Beatles would sue each other and say, like, no, don't sue it. No, you're supposed to be buddies.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I don't know whether he should or shouldn't. I don't really know. That's kind of like
hard. It's hard.
It's hard
right?
to say because I on one hand I'm like, yeah, absolutely. I mean, he should be getting money for that.
He probably feels that he should have gotten credit back in the day. Like, you should have given me credit and you didn't.
Too. And
I think he's I think he's probably been in his craw ever since.
Yeah. And I wouldn't say that that's like a bad thing. I just think in 2025, it's like, why didn't you do this?
You should have done this like in '85.
Like if it was like, that. But then again, like the legal and he probably
maybe
was
it
like,
would have been different then.
It also probably would have been different because then he. Maybe you're thinking like, oh, well, if I sue this guy, they're never going to want to work with me again.
Right, exactly.
And
plus, it's complicated. I was going to say in '85, he was probably thinking maybe the police will get back together.
Yeah.
So I don't want to sue somebody at that time.
And like ruin
any chance. And then, but they did get back together in 2007, and they had a very lucrative reunion tour.
So why didn't you do it back in
why didn't you do
2000?
I don't know. Or 2005 before they even reunite. I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, the whole thing is just like, that's one thing I've noticed. A lot of comments are like, hey, this is like way, way, way later.
Yeah,
like this is way later. Like, you're doing this now.
And it's also, I mean, it's going to continue to get used, so I don't blame him. Like, I do think, like, it's just a generationally relevant song. Like, I think it'll be loved forever.
It's a standard almost.
But it's like, I don't know, man. It's like, are we really, we're really
doing
like,
this? Yeah.
Or, the other part of this is like, and I'm not saying that it is because we don't know, but like, sometimes when this kind of stuff happens, the first thought that comes to mind is like, are you that broke? Like, do you really need that? Like, I don't know.
Is it about money or is it about justice?
It's about justice. Yeah.
You kind of wonder, like, that's another thing. Like, we don't know. We're speculating.
We're totally speculating.
Is it about like justice of I just want justice. Like, this is wrong. I was wronged.
Yeah. Or is it like?
Or is it like, hey, it would be nice to get some more money? I don't know.
Like, could I like? How much? Like, you go to your attorney and you're like, how much?
Can I at least get some of that mailbox money?
Like,
just like a little slice.
Like, I've seen Sting's house. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I mentioned the house, and it's a beautiful palatial mansion he's got. It's like,
it's like.
I think a lot of that was built on Every Breath You Take. This mansion, but so it'd be nice to have a part of that. But so it's tough, man, because this has come up, and I don't think this is the first time this has happened. Where it's happened with other musicians too, where it's like, they don't get writing credit and they feel like they should have, and it just bothers them forever, and then they end up suing somebody because it's like, wait a minute, you should have given me credit for that.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, I get it, but like,
Yeah.
I don't know. And because like you were saying earlier, it's like, okay, well, you contributed to the arrangement. You were the guitar player.
Yeah, that was the other thing too.
Does that mean you get writing credit?
Because it's like you're the guitar player.
Because
that's your
people
job.
do that all the time. Yeah, you're the guitar
That's
player
your
in
job.
the band.
Like,
You're supposed to
literally
come up with
Yeah.
You're supposed to come up with the guitar part.
Also, I feel like, and here's the thing: every breath you take, like you talk about that, people say, "Oh, it's the police."
Yes.
Nobody's saying like, "Oh, it's Sting."
Right.
So it's like when
right.
you think like, "Oh, and then you go look up the police and you see all. So I don't know. It's kind of like
it should benefit him in some
should,
indirect way.
which is why I'm kind of surprised that it doesn't.
Yeah.
Which I guess,
Yeah.
which is why I don't know.
Who knows?
don't
I'm with
know.
you. So there's all of these questions of come up, and I just think it's a very interesting topic because it comes up a lot. Like
Yeah.
it happens a lot with musicians and bands.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of things where it's like, well, I wrote the song. Well,
Yeah.
did you really? Because I contributed all these different things.
Yeah.
I can't remember. There's other examples of this, and I'm blanking out on what they are because there's specific examples, and I'm sure everyone down below will be like, oh, what about this band? What about that?
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
let us know. There are
Yeah.
other examples of this where it was like, hey, I contributed to that song, but I didn't get credit.
Yeah.
The writing credits say, well, it's like the Beatles, Lennon McCartney, right? It's like everything says
Yeah.
Lennon McCartney, but George was like, hey, I contributed this guitar part, and I did this, and I contributed to this lyric and that lyric, and I never got credit for it.
Yeah, and see, in that instance, though, I think about, like, the anthology and also the Get Back documentary that recently came out, and you watch that, and you're like, George really didn't have, like, a voice at all in the band, and he was kind of like...
It was
well,
very
he did,
limited.
but it was very limited,
yeah.
and to the point where it's also like, you could he's the youngest, right?
Yes, he was younger.
And so
yes.
it's like there's a power trip there.
Right.
And then in another thing, it's like he probably was like, I don't want to say anything. I don't want to be the one to break up the band. I don't, you know what I mean? So
right.
like
I don't
it was
want to rock
probably
the
a
boat.
similar situation of that where
Yes.
it's like, clearly I am, like, your place.
Until
in the
69,
band,
then he'd had
until-
enough.
Well, that's what I'm saying, and
He's like,
that's,
"All right, I've
that
had
was
enough."
later on.
Yeah, it was later. Yep.
So
Yep.
I don't know.
Yep. So, but because you get tired
You kind
of the...
of grow, you kind of grow into yourself, and especially when you like are away from these people probably for a while, it's like you kind of come to the conclusion like, oh wait, was I getting screwed over? Like,
Right.
Right. It's like the
This is the other thing.
the
I'm sorry to-
hindsight.
It's
Yeah.
hindsight's 2020.
Yeah,
thing.
right.
Yeah. So I'm sorry to interrupt, but I just remember the other point was that people kept making was the whole, Andy Summers wouldn't be without Sting, he wouldn't
Yeah.
be famous.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
without his songwriting credit, without his amazing songwriting, the Police wouldn't have gotten famous.
Yeah,
So people are
that's-
like,
yeah.
you're kind of like suing the person who like made you who you are.
Yeah, but that happens all the time.
But it happens a lot.
That happens
Exactly.
all the
It's
time.
yeah.
And once again, it's that hindsight 2020 thing of like, this happens all the time with like mentor and mentee of like, oh well, this person gave you everything. Why wouldn't you want to thank them? Why wouldn't you
Right.
want to like?
Right.
And then you kind of watch. I don't know. This
But
is
George Harrison's
like,
a good example. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, this is like random and completely like not relevant to music, but I was thinking about like Dance Moms when all the girls are like, they're like, why don't you pay credit to Abby Lee Miller? Like she did everything for you. And you
Right.
watch the show and you're like, yeah, I wouldn't either. That woman like abused them.
Yeah, she was like
That was
she
like-
was mean to them. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Obviously it's not the same situation, but it's just kind of that like the like, why wouldn't you want to repay the person that made you famous? It's like, man, like maybe he screwed you over. I don't know.
Maybe they
like,
did screw you. Yeah, I mean, and it's like George, like you were talking about George Harrison.
Yeah.
It's another kind of good parallel because
Yeah.
by the end he was like, oh, McCartney, like he was like
Yeah.
so annoyed with Paul McCartney all the time. But it's like Paul McCartney kind of made you who you were.
Yeah, and it's
he
like
brought you into the Beatles, and
Yeah.
so yeah, it's hard. It's tough. It's a tough
it's
one.
like the paying tribute versus like knowing your worth and the like I don't know. That's
or
a
being
thing, so-
resentful of the person that kind of made you.
Yeah,
it's
and
it's
it's
weird.
like,
It's weird.
Shouldn't I be at the same level of success that they're
Yes,
at? Or, like,
exactly.
Yeah,
No,
I
it's
don't
right
know.
because the band thing is like we're all for one for all. We're in this together
And then-
until there's a money thing, and then it's all mine.
Yeah.
It's like you know
Yeah.
what I mean. It's just
Yep.
it's hard.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Anyway.
Yep.
So that's that. Let us know what you think in the comments. I don't know what else we can say about that situation. I'm sure a lot
Yeah.
of people have their own opinions. I'd like to know what they are. So just check.
Yeah.
Let us know what you
Let
think.
us know.
Let us know what you think of this situation and the other. Let us know of other examples that you think that are relevant to this. Okay, part 2 of this is that we're going to do a little bit of a haul.
Yes.
Okay, which we went every time I go to Chicago, I come to Reckless Records. I gotta go this way with it. Reckless Records, which is just an awesome record store, and I just have to go every time I'm here. And Maddie usually comes with me.
Yeah.
She's a good sport. She comes with me.
A good sport, like
well,
I
good
go
sport.
for fun.
I know, but like I take forever. So she's like usually by the end, like, okay, Dad, you done? You know. So I'm like, yeah, okay, let's go. So anyway. So let's start with you. So
Okay.
it's just short haul. It's not a lot.
It's a short haul for sure. I'll say I got some luck in the Cheap's CDs bin.
Yeah, they have a lot of cheap CDs.
They have a lot of
like
really cheap CDs. But
nobody
wants CDs anymore.
Yeah, you can get a bunch of CDs for like nothing.
And then so I'll start with
your vinyl.
Vinyl.
Yeah.
I got sorry.
No, you're good.
Handing
Go
that
ahead.
to you. I got Crushing by Julia Jacklin. Oh, I'm going the wrong way.
Yeah. So hard. It's opposite.
It is. So sorry if I'm like going the wrong way. This album, within the last year, has become one of my favorite albums, and I love Julia Jacklin. I'd say she's very like singer-songwriter. She has a really unique style of vocal. But yeah, my top favorites from this album are Body and Good Guy. I also love When the Family Flies In and Convention. It's all very like, it's mellow pop. It's kind of indie singer-songwriter, but
Yeah.
very good. Highly recommend.
Pretty new record. I mean,
This
did
is that.
it come out?
Yeah,
not
it
too
was.
long ago?
I should know this. 2023 or 24, I think.
Okay, so fairly recent.
So fairly recent. It probably says it on the inside, but I'd have
So
to
is
check.
so mellow pop? Is she kind of like indie?
Yeah, yeah.
indie pop
I'd
rock?
say she's kind of indie pop rock. She has songs with like Faye Webster. She's kind of in that like indie girl. I don't know. I don't want to say like sad songs, but you know, they're kind of
Like Boy Genius
yeah,
kind of vibe.
yeah. Phoebe Bridgers,
yeah.
Boy Genius, that kind of vibe.
Okay.
So
Cool.
love her.
Cool.
I saw her open for Mitski last year,
Nice.
2024, which was like a last minute thing, and I loved it.
Cool. So you've seen her live too. That's awesome.
I
Awesome.
have.
And where was that? What venue? Do you remember the venue?
Yes, it was the
Salt Shed?
No, the Auditorium Theater,
Okay. Nice.
Yes.
Cool.
which is very cool.
Yeah.
And then we'll start here. This one's random.
The CDs are sort of random.
This is 199 Christmas album. It's Christmas time with Bing Crosby, Frank Sinatra, and Louis Armstrong.
And we listen to a lot of Christmas music.
We do listen to a lot of Christmas
When
music.
it's that time of year.
And I have my CD player in my kitchen, so I'm imagining myself like baking
baking something
Christmas cookies and like listening to this. But
Yeah.
I don't really have. I was kind of on looking for like a jazzy vocalist kick, and this was just like I was like, oh,
This looks like
well,
jazzy
Christmas.
vocalists doing Christmas.
So
Yeah.
perfect. I'll keep
There
that.
you go.
This one was random. This is the Moody Blues. This is the story of the Moody Blues Legend of a Band for $2.99.
It's a pretty it's a long compilation,
It's
right?
a very long compilation. Wildest Dreams, The Voice, Gemini Dream.
Yeah, so it's got all the
Story in Your
80s
Eyes,
songs
like,
in it too.
yeah.
It's got the 60s and the 80s. It's
Which
got
I
both.
love. So,
yeah.
and I really like the Moody Blues.
Oh, they're great. They're a really good. Moody Blues are they're a great band. They're sort of underrated.
Wasn't The Voice the song that we were talking
Yes,
about? Yeah,
yes.
I listened. This is random tangent, but I listened to that song. It came on my like For You shuffle page, and I was like, oh my god, this sounds like my dad. Like, it just, I don't know why. It reminded me of him. So I texted him and I was like, oh my gosh, like The Voice, Moody Blues, like you should cover that song in a show or something. And Dad was like, that's crazy. I literally was just
thinking about that song.
And
'cause,
like I had
yes.
never mentioned the Moody Blues. I mean, you had never really like.
No, I
you
never
kind
really
of-
pushed them in a big
I
way.
I don't know.
They're not
So,
a huge band for me. I mean, I like them, but they're not a massive. But I do love their songs. Or like they have some songs that are just so killer.
Yeah.
And like The Voice is one of them.
Yeah.
And I have been. It's funny that you said that because I have been compared. Some of my music in the past has been compared to Moody
Yeah.
Blues because I have a lot of layered harmonies and they do that.
Yeah,
They do that.
Yeah, definitely. And I
Yeah.
think the lead singer is more of a like tenor alto area. like,
Yes,
it's not as
right
which is
in-
kinda
right
like
in
your
my
range.
range,
So
exactly,
it was just funny, and it was weird. It was a very like, like
Justin-
our brains were like
Yes, Justin Hayward.
aligning.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
weird. Yeah.
But yeah, and then my last pick was Billie Holiday, Lady in Satin. Because again, I was just
Classic
on like
jazz singers thing.
Yeah, I was on a jazz vocal
Yeah,
kick. Because
right.
I don't really have, I have a lot of like, I don't know, modern and like pop rock, classic rock
Yeah.
stuff in my
No,
in
you're
my
trying
CD
to
collection.
expand a little bit.
So
Yeah.
I was baking the other day, and I was like, man, it would be really nice to have something like mellow to kind of like bake to.
Sure.
So that's
and
what
Billie Holiday's an absolute stone cold
yeah,
legend, right?
Absolutely.
In that
And this
genre.
is kind of a I mean, I do love this album, so
Yeah. Lady in Satin. Sweet. Very cool.
exciting stuff, and all very cheap. So.
Yes, exactly. Deals, like all deals, basically.
I mean, all of these albums kind of were. So.
Yeah, I'm not as concerned about deals. Well, I shouldn't say that. I am, because I skipped over a couple things because I was like, oh, it's a little too expensive.
Yeah.
Like the George Harrison 50th anniversary of All Things Must Pass. I was like, ooh, kind of had it in my hand. It looked really like in really good condition, but it was like what, $60? And
Yeah,
I
it was
like,
expensive. It was expensive.
I'm still thinking about that, but instead of that, I went with this, which is. It's called The Great Deceiver. It's King Crimson. It's a box set of live material, and it's a CD box, and it's them basically live from '73 and '74. It was $40, so it's doable.
This was a dad like picked it up, looked at it, was like, oh man, oh man, put it back. Walked around the store, kind of went back to it, was like, nah, I don't know, walked back, did another loop, and then literally it was right by the cash register, and we were almost ready, and he's like, I gotta have it.
I was gonna be thinking of it. I was like one of those where I knew if I passed it up and left, I would have been like, I should have gotten that box set. So I was like, I couldn't.
Yeah.
So right when it was time to like check out, she's like, are you ready to check out? I was like, oh, give me that box set.
Yeah, I'll take it.
I gotta have it because I've heard so many great things about this. I don't own. I've heard it's gotten so many like stellar reviews. If you're a King Crimson fan, this is like prime time live King Crimson. I think there's a lot of Bill Bruford on here. It's like the Lark's Tongues and Aspic with John Wetton and Bill Bruford and that classic lineup with it just. So anyway, I think I'm gonna like this. I don't think I'm gonna regret buying this. Put it that way. So I'm psyched. The Great Deceiver, King Crimson. That's my first item. Second item, again, this is a short haul. Usually I get a lot more than this at Reckless, but there wasn't a lot of stuff that hit me as much. But
yeah,
Peter
it was also busy in there.
It was busy. It was super busy. It was super busy.
So it was kind of hard to.
Yeah, it was. I didn't have the store to myself, which I usually do. So, but I got the soundtrack to Birdie, which is a Peter Gabriel album from like '83 or '84. And it's interesting because this is like a lot of, it's an interesting listening experience. I already know this album, but I don't have it on vinyl. I just figured I just saw it and I was like, ooh, and it was $10. So I was like, I'm going to do this because I kind of want to own this on vinyl. It's an interesting album because it's a lot of like, samples from like Security from the fourth album that are kind of like redone and done with different vocal treatments, and it's a lot, and some of the stuff in the third album too. And it's like it's interesting because he takes basic tracks from those records and kind of repurposes them and does different vocal things to them, and it's a movie soundtrack, so it's not, it's a little different, but it's cool to listen to while you're doing something like you were talking about doing something else and you have this in the background. And if you're a Peter Gabriel fan, this is almost like you have to own this.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's one of those.
Completes the collection.
Excited to listen to this on vinyl.
Yeah.
And then finally, last thing is Mike Oldfield, Almadon. I've been listening to Mike Oldfield recently in your vein of trying to like listen to different things. I pulled out Tubular Bells, which I hadn't listened to in forever. I do own that. And then I listened to Harvest Ridge, Hergest Ridge, I think is the name of it, the second album. I think this is the third album he has. So I've been really like digging the Mike Oldfield right recently. So I was like, oh, and somebody mentioned Almadon, like that's one of their favorites. So I was like, okay. I saw it and it said, I read it, it said, very good condition for $5.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I'm buying this. So
well, another funny story about this is that when we went to go check out the guy at the cash register who has worked there forever. I like totally recognized him. He was like, "Oh, Mike Oldfield, love that." Like great.
Yeah, like
pick.
he was excited. Like you get kind of this thrill when the guy
when
behind
the guy
the counter,
from the record, like when they say it's good, you're like,
when the cool dude behind the counter is like, nice pick, and like yeah. So I'm excited to listen to this Mike Oldfield Almadon. I think it's his third studio record. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. So
yeah.
So there you go. That's the haul. It was kind of a short haul. Usually we do a lot more than that.
But meaningful damage.
Yeah. Sometimes, I mean, there's other hauls I've had where I might do part two because I have I have a Detroit haul that I did right before I
Yeah.
came here. So maybe I'll do part 2 of the haul with me at home. So anyway, so that's it. Do you have anything more to say?
No, I don't think so.
Did
Give
I
your
talk-
artist credit. Pay your artists right.
Give credit to people who
Give credit
who-
where
it's
credit
due.
is due. You know,
Yeah,
all for one, one for all until the money. I don't know.
until the money
I don't know.
dries up.
I don't really have a, buy vinyl.
Buy vinyl. Yeah, keep vinyl alive. I mean, I keep hearing that like physical media now is like
Yeah.
becoming so niche, and I still love it. I don't know. There's something about
I
it,
do
touching
too.
it, feeling it, smelling it. I don't know what it is. There's something about having the thing in your hand that's different than just streaming something.
I agree.
It's just not
I
as
agree.
exciting for me. But again, I'm very old school. So what can I say? I admit it. I'm not young. So
And I
think-
inherited that from you, so.
yeah, and I think younger people are like, oh, why would I buy something when I can just have it on my phone? I get that. I mean, I guess I understand that, but I don't
Yeah.
know. For me, it's not the same. So, and it, again, it's just part of it's nostalgia. And like I said, you grew up with it, so you kind of like it too.
Yeah, I do.
But yeah, so anyway, that's it. Guess that's it from Chicago, from a beautiful day in Chicago on the porch, where we're getting some sunlight, some vitamin. Oh my God! Wow,
I did not mean
that's
to do
never
that.
happened before.
Okay.
That's like a new thing. What if I do this? Does that do something? No.
That was so weird.
Oh! Rainstorms come. It's not raining here. It's a beautiful day. What else?
Oh no,
Oh.
wait.
Yeah, lasers. I didn't even know I had these capabilities. So that's what you get when you tune into Curless Mania. You get all of these cool things that happen. But
Get fireworks,
I don't think they're
lasers.
anything new to most people, but they are for me.
Thanks,
Oh.
everyone.
Wow.
Well, you're not really doing
I'm not doing a heart. How do I do it?
No. You gotta.
Oh, there we go. I got it. I got it. Cool. This is like so much fun. This video might be another 30 minutes now. Okay, that's enough. That's
Curless
enough.
Mania tests every possible
Yeah.
screen effect.
Yeah. Anyway, that's
Anyways.
it. That's it. We're gonna wrap it up. So thank you everyone for joining us today, Maddie. Always a pleasure to have you on
Thank
the
you.
channel.
Thank you.
Love having you.
Love being on the channel.
Yeah. And people love you. I mean, you bring views. What can I say? So.
Yeah, that one video I did.
Yeah. So. You've done 2 actually. This is your
Oh,
third.
oh, sorry.
I think this
two,
is your
two.
third.
Third.
So.
Sure.
Yeah. So you did one by yourself, one with McKenna, and now you're doing another
yeah,
solo one. So
yeah,
this is
okay.
3. So anyway, so yes, like and subscribe. Like the video if you like what you see.
Oh my God.
There's like effects are crazy today. So like if you like what you see, please hit the like button. Please hit subscribe. I always say this. Please, I'm just asking. It's not hard. I always say it doesn't cost you anything. All you have to do is just hit that subscribe
It's
button.
one way to support.
And it's just
Support local artists.
Yes, and well, it's a way. If you like the channel, you're supporting the channel. So
Yeah.
you want me to do more content. More subscribers helps me to do more and
Yeah.
be more on YouTube. That's
Yeah.
all, I guess.
Yeah.
Is that a good way to say it?
Totally.
So
You want to
yeah,
keep fueling these vinyl hauls.
yes. If you want to fuel the
You
fire,
people want to keep seeing these.
if you want to keep that fire burning,
Gotta subscribe.
gotta subscribe. So yeah. So anyway, so that's it. Thanks everybody, and we'll see you next time. On
See you next
what?
time on Curless Mania.
Later, guys. See ya.